Okay, so buckle up because this is one of those stories where you wanna sage your phone and throw holy water at your dating apps because what the fuck. So welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about my stalker who would not leave me the fuck alone. It's been 5 years. Yeah, I'm not being a narcissist, I promise. I will show you I don't have anything else to show you, but I'll show you the comments she still does on my videos and follows me from random account on my Instagram. It's a lot. Anyways, let me set the scene for you. It's 2020, okay? World is on fire, peak chaos. My mental health is literally depleted. I'm basically emotionally unwell, and I match with this mixed match chaotic energy, but maybe let's try, and I promise you I think I'm an emotionally intelligent person because I read one Brené Brown quote once. I should have known. I have lived enough to know that this was a bad idea. That was like, it was a bad idea. So to my credit, I feel like I was so emotionally unwell and everything was so chaotic around me that my standards were like literally a polite shrug, okay? And I feel like most people can relate to me because everybody was like either getting married or getting pregnant or getting something, okay? I was dating losers. I didn't even date this chick, okay? Anyways, point is, this was like giving me an ick. There was an excited in my head, but like screaming in Morse code, so I could not really understand, but I should have, because what the fuck. I thought my type is confusing people because I'm quirky, I'm a healer, I can heal these people. I cannot even get up in the morning. I can't do those things, okay? I did not know at the time. Yeah, should have known. Also, I now realize that my type is not all of that. My type is therapy, and I'm okay with it. Yeah. With the side, no, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Yeah. Okay, so we match on a dating app. Okay, let's not name the app because whatever. This was my first time being on a dating app, and sorry, I did not know what I was looking for. I was just angry with my person I was talking to, and then they said like, go talk to other people. So I was like, okay, fine. Where can you find other people in 2020 on dating apps? So this was my first time making a profile and like matching with people and whatever. So anyway, so I matched with this person, okay, and instantly we started trauma bonding about our people we are in love with, and basically talking about her ex. Okay, and I was like trying to be one of those like counselor, therapist, whatever, who has no boundaries, and like just like telling her it's okay, I understand, whatever. Like I was like literally trying to be a therapist to her about her situationship or a crush or ex. I don't know, I don't remember, okay? It was all about her and her love life, and like I'm thinking like, okay, so like we are not gonna date, but it's really good to have someone who is like from the same community and like who understands me and who's going through the similar things. Instantly I think we become besties, okay? And like I was like talking to her regularly, and like it was fun and all of those things. Like it was like friends. Oh my god, this camera. I'm so sorry. So like I just thought like we were becoming best friends, okay? And like I was really like, I really liked talking to her because I would talk to her about the person I was in love with, and like how it's not working out and how I'm sad and like all of those things, and one day she was like texting me and I couldn't respond, and then she said like a long message, okay, and she says like, I love you, but I don't expect anything from you. And I was like, as long as we are clear that I'm seeing other people, because she was seeing other people and she was like trying to get over her ex or crush or whatever by seeing other people, and she was actually meeting because she my camera cut off. Anyways, so she was actually seeing people because she could actually meet them because she was living in Noida and rules were not as strict, and I was living in South Delhi and rules were so fucking strict. You have no idea. And I really didn't want to go outside because I was emotionally unwell, but I didn't want to die or anything, okay? So anyway, so she was telling me about her stuff, and I was like, I then made another dating app because I was told by someone that like, hey, you don't find good people on this one, so make another one on this app, okay? So I did, and I matched with a lot of people. Not a lot of people, like just some people, okay, like I could talk to, and I was like genuinely romantically interested with to like see where it goes with those certain people, okay? and I was talking to them, and I told her ki, like, hey, I'm like, you know, I'm like seeing people and whatever, and you're dating people, so whatever. And then she was like, yeah, it's fine. It wasn't fine. It wasn't fine. She was screaming and I could not hear. I should have cut her off, but like, you know, I was like slowly ghosting her, but telling her ki, like, hey, I'm like seeing other people, so like, you know, it's not like there's nothing between us, and I understand you love me and all. After conversing with me for 3 days, it's completely normal. 10 Mosby, it's completely normal. But anyways, as I was saying, I was like ghosting her, okay, like, but like, you know, elegantly, like slowly, and all of those things. And like suddenly she started like sending me voice notes when I was sleeping. I used to sleep a lot. I still sleep a lot. Not really, not anymore. I used to sleep a lot, okay. And like she sent me these like voice notes and messages and all, and like she deleted for everyone, okay. And then when I woke up, I asked her like, hey, what's up? And then she was like, I was near your place, but it didn't call. And I was like, how are you coming? It's like COVID times. Like, what the fuck? How are you allowed to come in Delhi from Noida? It's a different state, okay? So I'm like, how is that working? It was like December 2020, so it was like less stricter. But come on, come on. Anyway, so I stopped talking to everybody because I lost my dad in December 2020. Like, you know, different story. Let's not talk about it actually. So anyways, I started isolating myself and not talking to anyone or whatever. So on 30th January, I saw something and I called her, and like I was like just checking up on her, like, hey, how are you and stuff. And she was like, I moved on from you. And I was like, I'm so happy for you. And she was like, I'm living with my girlfriend now, and like this is the perfect relationship. And I was like, yeah, I'm like, this is what I wanted for you. You deserve all the good things in life, whatever. And I was on speaker, I didn't realize, which I didn't mind at all, because like, you know, they are dating. I'm like, okay with like, you know, being on speaker, it's fine if she didn't tell me. So the girlfriend, alleged girlfriend, is like, hey, why don't you come meet us? And I was like, hey, I can't, because like this is now 2021, 30th January, okay. And I was like, I can't, my brother's birthday is today. This is 29th January, we're talking like around like evening time, so like midnight is going to come soon. So I was like, no, it's my brother's birthday, so we cut a cake and it's a ritual, so I cannot. And they were like, okay, then we can pick you up after midnight. And I was like, no. But they were insisting like crazy, okay. And like this girlfriend was like, why are you still in love? And I was like, I was never in love with these people, like what the fuck are you talking about, okay. And then like I was like, fine, I'll meet you guys. And I thought this girl and the girlfriend is coming, okay. Fine, whatever. I approved them and they come inside. I just told her I live here, and like she just knew where to come. That was suspicious, but I wasn't thinking much. I was like, okay, whatever. Like I don't wanna like be a narcissist, so I don't wanna think about all those things. I just approved her, okay. When she asked me for the approval, I did not give her my flat number. They didn't need it where I lived, so they didn't need to be like, I just like approved them like by calling. It was fine, okay. So she does not mind because this is pertinent in the story later. She does not know the tower, she does not know the flat number, okay. So now I meet the girlfriend, alleged girlfriend, okay. And this like stalker chick, and there's this guy who looks like he fights with like 14-year-olds on like Reddit or something. Like he's like argumentative like from the get-go, okay. And I'm like, I just met all of you. Can you be polite, civil, whatever, okay. Turns out the girlfriend, the alleged girlfriend, is not the girlfriend. She is the roommate of this chick, and like she has a boyfriend or like an ex-boyfriend. They have a thing going on. They're like calling each other, fighting, crying, you know, all of those things, okay. And now we like at that time, like from South Delhi, there was nothing to do, so like we came this is like January 30th 2021, okay. So we were driving and we came to like Gurgaon, and like we were not like drinking but a little, okay. But anyway, to be honest, I was just drinking a little. I think I took like one drink, if that, and that's about it, okay. So anyways, we meet with like some randoms, and like they call us over, whatever. It's like a whatever. By like when we are driving to this like new people, like random people we met on the street place, this is a weird night, okay. And like this happens in Gurgaon. If you're not from here, this happens. It's fine, okay. It's very normal shit. So anyways, so this guy tells me this stalker chick saw my Diwali photo. So she's sorry. So she saw my Diwali photo, and like in the background you can barely see anything, okay. I posted it on my Instagram at that time or something like that, or maybe it was my WhatsApp, maybe I can't remember. But she zoomed in and she saw my society, and like in Delhi it was like a very popular society at the time, like I mean it still is. So she figured out where I live, and like she came to Stock, and like they were planning all, I don't know if the roommate was planning, but the guy and this chick was planning to poison my fur baby, and like she will rescue him somehow because whatever, and then I will fall in love with her because it's a fucking Bollywood movie from the 1980s or something stupid like that. Second I reach back home, I instantly block her from all her numbers. She has various numbers, okay, so I blocked her, the numbers I have, I think I had 3 at the time, so I blocked her from all of those things, like from my phone, from everywhere else. I wiped her out from my phone, okay. And then she started calling me the next day, okay, and she was like, he come meet us, this, that and the other, and this is a random number she's calling. She has like, I don't know what she has, okay, she feels like I'm the promotion and she's trying to get the job, and like she's calling me from like fucking random numbers. It was so annoying. I stopped picking up unknown numbers at one point, okay, and I changed my number afterwards. Before I changed my number, she like started calling me from this particular number, and I true called it, and the last name was similar to my friend, okay. So I thought like my friend is calling from a different number, whatever, so I picked up, and the second I hear her voice I disconnect, and then she calls me 12 more times, and then she was crying and all of those things. So I was like, okay, so what is wrong with you? And then she was like, I'm in love and this and that, and I said, I'm straight. I'm saying it was a phase, please let me live, please, okay. Anyway, so in February, okay, she calls me at 8 o'clock. This is like July, before I was telling you, when she called me from like a unknown number, okay. So in February she calls me and she like pretends that she's in the hospital. It's 8 in the morning. I never am up. I'm like basically going to sleep. You know, in those days I used to go to sleep at 7:30, 8 a.m. So she calls me and she's like pretending she's at the hospital, and then suddenly I hear like people partying and stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? Okay, I instantly blocked that number, and then in evening I was like doing something, and my sister comes to my room and she's like, hey, someone's at the door, and I was like, okay, who? And then like she's like, there's this girl with short hair and a bouquet, and a guy, okay, weird guy. And I was like, okay. So I went outside my room to see who was at the main door, and I didn't even open the door because I was like, I didn't tell her my tower, I didn't tell her my flat, whatever. I got scared, and I was dating someone at the time, and the girl I was dating was very possessive, okay. So I didn't want drama with her, and I genuinely liked my girlfriend. So anyway, so I tell her like, how, like, why are you stalking me? I blocked you. So basically when I block you, you think it's an invitation to show up at my place, which I never told you where I live. Like, are you insane? Do you need doctors? Tell me now. Okay, so anyway, so she stopped bothering me, and then the July thing happened when she called, you know, from a number, and the surname was same, whatever. And I tell her I'm straight, please leave me alone. Also, so I tell her leave me alone in July of 2021, okay. And then she started following me on Instagram because I had this like public account which I did like stuff on. So she started following me from different IDs and like texting me and all of those things. So I changed my number, okay. I changed my number, but I can't change my Instagram ID. I can just block the usernames, okay. What the fuck is wrong with this phone today? Anyways, if you're feeling dizzy, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm trying really hard for the wow. Hello. Okay, my phone is not cooperating, so let me cut this short, okay. So I block her from all the Instagram and whatever. Like, it's fine. Like, this happened in 2020, okay. All of these, like we started talking in 2020 December. All of the drama happened in 2021. This is 2025 we are talking, okay. I have a son now. God bless you, honey. I have a son now, okay. And like, she's still commenting on my YouTube, still following me from different IDs on Instagram. She's not even commenting like, hey, good stuff, whatever. She is commenting human hearts, not even black heart emojis, human hearts. Tell me it's not creepy. Tell me it's not creepy. Tell me you wouldn't be creeped out. Tell me. Anyway, if I go missing, please look for the bouquet and that stalker chick, okay. And yeah, I mean, like, be delusional, be whatever. Don't be this delusional and don't be this creepy, okay. And I know you are watching, ma'am, we are not soulmates, okay. I have a life, I have a son. That was just like, you know, we matched and we were not even dating. We just talked for a few days and you got like so obsessed that you're still stalking me. It's been 5 years. I'm so sorry, but this is pathetic, and get a life.